Hey, what's up guys, it's me. So today we got a Pokemon X and Y match against the one, the only Pokemon historian himself, Max Ezzy. So yeah, anyway, yeah, so looking at the teams, like, Max has a really fucking ridiculous team. I mean, sure, he has a Bastiodon, but like everything else, what the fuck, man? Fucking Greninja, Staraptor, Azumarill, Rotom Wash, and then of course to top it all off, fucking Mega-Kangaskhan. And you know, of course, this is before Mega-Kangaskhan was banned, so don't be leaving any stupid comments like that. And yeah, so anyway, and then my team is just like, sure, I have a Greninja and a Togekiss, but you know, everything else is kind of like underused-ish type. I mean, a Donphan might be OU, but you know, it's not the best OU. But yeah, so anyway, speaking of Donphan, I'm going to lead right off with him, and he's going to lead off with his Rotom Wash. I don't really want anything to do with that, so I'm just going to go back into Orchid. Orchid could take on Rotom pretty damn well. Just, you know, go for some Giga Drains on it. I don't want to, you know, just go for Sleep Powder, because he more than likely does have the Chesto Berry. That's what it's called. Ugh, God, Cody, pay attention. So yeah, go for the Giga Drain, does a shit ton to that Washibu, and he goes for a Will-O-Wisp, and it's fine with me, because, you know, Orchid, she has the natural cure, she's a special attacker, she really doesn't care about the burn too much. So I know he has the Staraptor, so instead of going for another Giga Drain, I'm actually going to switch it up and go for that Sludge Bomb and do a clean, like, 55% to that fucking Staraptor, and that was excellent. So that made me happy. So yeah, because Staraptor is a really good poke, and you know, just getting damage off on that thing as much as possible, especially with its recoil moves, you know, is really nice. So I'm gonna switch out of here, go back into my Arcanine, because I'm expecting him just to go for the U-turn, get the Intimidate off on him. I wouldn't think that he would lock himself in the Brave Bird so early in the match. I don't know, I just kind of felt that way, and he just switches right back out into Washibu, and Washibu is just gonna get fucking annihilated by this fucking max attack, adamant, close combat from this Arcanine, and it just absolutely wrecks that thing, and that was just awesome. So anyway, Mega-Kangaskhan comes in here, and I'm an idiot. I am a complete fucking moron, because I switch out my Arcanine. Maybe if he was running Jolly, he might have been able to outspeed me, but seeing as the common Mega-Kangaskhan set that, you know, was coming around during the end of, you know, its lifespan in Standards was more of like a bulky, like, adamant set, you know, I should have just stayed in and fucking close combated this stupid, broken ass piece of shit into the ground, because he sets up a sub, then he goes for a return, and that is max HP, max defense Togekiss, and that took, like, that did, like, fucking 75%. Like, maybe a little less than 75%, but, god damn, this broken piece of crap. So, anyway, I switch on out, go back into Arcanine, and get the Intimidate off, and he just sets up another fucking sub. So, Arcanine, even though it could have done a hell of a lot of work this game, I mean, it took on the Azumarill, kind of, took on the Bastiodon, hell, it took on pretty much everything else on Max's team, and unfortunately I just have to let it die here, because I can't let this fucking Mega-Kangaskhan have a sub. Ugh, I am so glad this stupid thing is gone, because Mega-Kangaskhan is just too damn broken. But anyway, I do have Carl, and Carl, even though he is not a dedicated wall, he can take on Mega-Kangaskhan. He can take the return, and he can just kill it off with a fucking Earthquake. I'm very confident in Carl. Carl, the female Donphan. So I go for the Earthquake, and I run a little bit of speed creeping EV, so that's why I felt kind of confident just staying in here on this Azumarill and just going for another Earthquake. And I guess he switches out into his Staraptor, thinking maybe I was banded and that's why it did so much, but nope, this is an adamant max attack fucking Donphan. Oh, Donphan is so good. But yeah, and I just followed up with the Ice Shard, take out that Staraptor. That was awesome. So Anyway, in comes the Bastiodon, and I don't really know much about Bastiodon, but I do know that it gets Stealth Rocks, and it does get Metal Burst, so I'm expecting the Metal Burst. I just go ahead and go for the Play Rough, which is an awesome animation on Donphan, by the way, and just break that sturdy. Now, again, I'm a fucking moron, and I switch out into my Togekiss, when I should have just gone for an Earthquake. I mean, his Bastiodon here is more specially defensive. You know, we'll find that out a little bit later, but, you know, I kind of figured it would be. I mean, because this was before, you know, we all had Heatrans and stuff like that, and Bastiodon actually kind of works as like a pseudo Heatran-ish type of Pokemon. I mean, it doesn't have as good of a typing, sure, but, you know, still gets rocks, you know, can roll horror, can, you know, Metal Burst. I mean, it works kind of good as like a replacement for Heatran at the time. So even though not many people used it, but yeah. So I went for the Roost. He actually gets paralyzed here. I mean, why the fuck did I go into Togekiss? All I accomplished was I paralyzed his Bastiodon, which already was slow as fuck. I don't even have Aura Sphere on this Togekiss, and he Toxics me. So I'm a complete moron. Like, what is your problem, Cody? So, now I just switch back out my Togekiss. I get to go into Orchid, and Orchid's, you know, not going to take this Rock Blast very well, because, you know, even though Roserade did actually get a nice buff in defense, it got a 10 boost in defense this generation, which is actually really good for it. You know, because, you know, Roserade, you know, didn't exactly have the best defense in the world. I mean, it still doesn't really have the best defense in the world, but, you know, any help you can give a Pokemon is always going to be nice. But he actually scores 2 crits on that 4-hit Rock Blast. That was essentially, like, I guess, getting 5 hits on a Rock Blast. Now, I go for a Giga Drain, does absolutely fucking nothing, and he goes for a Metal Burst, and because my Giga Drain did nothing, his Metal Burst isn't going to be able to kill me. And that's fine with me, because now I realize, you know what, fuck this, I'm just going to start setting up some spikes. Because, you know, I'm not going to be able to touch this fucking Bastiodon, and if I had just stayed in and Earthquaked, my Togekiss would not have been toxic, and I still would have been able to keep my Roserade around for something. I don't know what I could use my Roserade for. I mean, actually probably for the Azumarill. I mean, it can't really take the hits, it can't really, like, switch into the hits, but, you know, it can take on Azumarill, you know, coming in on it, but, anyway, so now we're gonna bring out the debut of my shiny 6IV naive female Greninja. Hell yeah. So this is the result of the epic quest that our collective consciousness did, and we ended up with this 6IV shiny Greninja, and it just happened to be female. I bred it. Shane's found the guy with the shiny value to breed it, to hatch it. Tyler found out the shiny value, you know, back when we had Insta-Check, and Zabuza cloned it for everybody, so, but mine is the original. Hell yeah, that's right. So, anyway, that is just awesome. So if you ever see, like, a shiny female Greninja that with 6IV naive nature, and it's unnicknameable, it's probably came from us. It was probably somehow got to that person from us, but yeah. Anyway, so I no longer have my water typing, so I'm not going to be able to take the Aqua Jet from this Azumarill, and so I'm going to go ahead and switch right back into my Togekiss, and I'm just going to, you know, eat up these hits, because that's what Togekiss does. And even though Mad didn't really make anybody mad today, actually kind of made Max a little bit mad right here, because I go for the Air Slash and I score a flinch, so, but, you know, you can't really be that mad. I mean, it is mad, the Togekiss, but, you know, it's Togekiss, so that's kind of what it does. I don't know, but he goes for another Aqua Jet, I go for a Roost, try to stay healthy. You know, it's not gonna fucking happen with this toxic damage racking up, and I just need to kill this stupid rat. I hate Azumarill, by the way. Like, seriously, I legitimately fucking hate Azumarill. And the only reason I hate Azumarill is because it's the one Pokemon that completely shuts down Hydreigon. I mean, the only thing Hydreigon has to hit it is, like, Earth Power, and flash cannon neutrally, and you know everything else is like resisted. Super power, Draco Meteor, Fire Blast, and Dark Pulse. I mean, all the common moves, U-turn. It's just, they're all resisted by this stupid little rabbit. And yeah, so I just went for the Dazzling Gleam to take it out. Don't want to risk the air slash miss and, you know, a little bit more power. So yeah, now he goes back into his broken ass piece of shit, little Mrs. Mega-Kangaskhan, takes me out with a return, and I really don't have anything else to do because all I have left is my girl Carl, and Carl is gonna be like, you know what, I will take this hit because I am Carl and I am a badass, and I will kill you with an earthquake, you broken piece of crap. Get out of my battlefield. Fuck yeah, Carl. So Carl is awesome. I really need to use Carl more because just Donphan is a cool Pokemon, and I mean, it's just like, it's such a good Pokemon, like defensively or offensively. I've never really used offensive Donphan before, but you know, it works, you know. But anyway, go for the Ice Shard, just get a little bit of last ditch damage off on it, on that Greninja, as he just kills me off with an Ice Beam. And I can just go into Umbreon and wall this thing for days because, you know, Greninja can't really take on Umbreon very well. Sure, he has the super effective U-turn, but, you know, it's a dedicated special attacker, so it's not going to really be doing as much. So I just try to go the fast way, go into my Greninja, and because my Greninja is cooler than any other Greninja, obviously, I win the speed tie and I take him out. So that was good for me. And yeah, that's a pretty good game, Max. Be sure to go check out his channel, all that good stuff. But now the moment y'all have been waiting for, today's giveaway Pokemon is going to be a shiny, timid Latios with HP Fire. So yeah, be sure to break the like goal of 50. You guys demolished the like goal last time, like easily beat it, more than doubled it. So I don't think 50 should be that hard for you guys. And I might have been a little unclear, but I'm trying to go for, like, you know, 50 likes within 24 hours, and you know, within that 24 hours of me uploading the video, that's from the people that I'm going to be selecting, you know, or whenever I put out the video. I'll try to keep track of, you know, the time, but you know, about like 20 to 50 likes within a day. You know, whenever I go to you know, select the names, those are going to be the names that I select from those people that commented and liked within the first day that the video was uploaded. So yeah, anyway, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Make sure you like the video, comment, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff. And I got some stuff going to happen, and I'll talk to you guys later about that. But yeah, so anyway, that's gonna be it for me today, guys. I love you all. Deuces.